Lakers shooting 42% from three-point range for the NBA champs. Just one of a number of moves Rob Pelinka has made, adding Marc Gasol, Dennis Schroeder, Montrezl Harrell, Wes Matthews, now bringing back Morris and KCP. So, Broussard, is there any reason to doubt a Lakers repeat after their bevy of off-season moves?
No, look, I've been saying even before all these moves, I was saying they'll be better. Simply because Anthony Davis, with the confidence from winning a championship, is going to be much better next season, okay? So assuming LeBron doesn't fall off by more than a fraction at age 36, they're going to be better. And they already had the best duo in the league. Now, and the question last year was, do they have the depth or supporting cast around them? Now they've improved their supporting cast and their depth. They got the two top 6 men in the league in Dennis Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell. Marc Gasol is a great defender, still a very good defender, even at his advanced age, and can spread the floor and shoot the three. The only thing they lost is some athleticism at the rim in Dwight and JaVale McGee. But again, Gasol and the others they've added, Montrezl Harrell, they'll be able to make up for that. They got better, and right now they have got to be the favorites. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
They're the massive favorites. Let me talk about Montrezl for a moment. Because Montrezl was asked to be the third most important player on the Clippers. He thrived in that role in the regular season. During the bubble, he gets there late. The loss of his grandmother clearly weighed on him. He was not good in the bubble, and it cost him a lot of money. But he is being asked to be the fifth most important Laker. That's first of all. Second of all, his biggest weakness gets covered up by Anthony Davis. The reason he was a tough guy to play down the stretch of games as your five is because the Clippers had no rim protection, and he doesn't provide it. If he's on the court with Anthony Davis, that is taken care of. So he will be better with the Lakers than he was with the Clippers. And can we show the Phil Handy tweet? Because this is the problem, or the Phil Handy Instagram. This is the problem for the rest of the league. Kyle Kuzma might be the Lakers' 10th man next year. Caruso, Markieff Morris, your 9th and 8th men probably. And that's the depth chart now. Jared Dudley just missed the cut. Taylor Horton Tucker as well. Here's the problem, Wilds. The rule in the NBA is this. If you're going to beat a LeBron James team, you have to annihilate them when he goes to the bench. If LeBron's teams can just play you even in the 10 minutes or so he sits, you cannot beat them. And now with the additions of Schroeder and Harrell, I also think Wesley Matthews will duplicate what Danny Green gave you last year. They lost Avery Bradley, but they didn't have Avery Bradley in the bubble. And I think Marc Gasol is an awesome addition. The Lakers are going to be fine when LeBron rests. And if you're fine when LeBron rests, then you lose because you're going to get beat when LeBron is on the court if you're the opposition. So, yeah, I think they are. I will take the Lakers. You can have the other 29 teams in the league. The Lakers are the favorites over they're not just the favorites. They're the favorites over the field. There's no question about it.
I feel like in the meeting of like all of the GMs, Pelinka comes out way up on top, and assistant GM Rich Paul. Real quick, hey, Warriors, we got Wiseman but lost Clay. Nope, you're not as good. Timberwolves got Anthony Edwards, and Rubio's back. I guess so. Pelicans got Bledsoe and Steven Adams, but Zion's the longest tenured Pelican. Kings got nobody. Spurs lost Bellinelli. The Suns got Chris Paul. That's good. Maybe the Suns make some noise, but we don't really think they're contending with the Lakers. The Grizzlies got Hazonia, but still too young. Blazers got Cantor and Covington, I guess, but last time I rooted for the Blazers, me and Broussard threw me under the bus. The Mavs got Josh Richardson. Ooh, Nick. Maybe Dallas will do something. The Jazz got some draft picks and Derek Favors. OKC got Horford and a bunch of draft picks. The Rockets got Boogie. We don't know how good he's going to be. Maybe he'll be able to stop it. Denver got RJ Hampton. The Clips got Ibaka. And the Lakers got 4 great players. So, Brandon, to me, if there's going to be a challenge for LeBron, it's got to come out of the East because the West is making little moves. But when I'm trying to make a case for an injured Boogie and the Phoenix Suns, who haven't had a winning season since I was in high school, I don't know if that's true or not, but it certainly feels like it. It feels like the Lakers just keep on getting better.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, I think it's really interesting to see everybody sit back and watch the Lakers try to get better. Like, this team just won the championship, and they're the most aggressive team in the NBA. Like, what is everybody else doing? Yeah, you highlighted everyone. Great job. But why are you guys doing that? Why are you sitting back? This is the time to actually try to get things done. And then you got the Lakers being the most aggressive team. Before the start of the business league, the new league year started, I felt like the field had the best opportunity, and I wasn't leaning towards the Lakers. Now I'm starting to trend towards the Lakers. But I have to say there's a big question mark around this Montrezl guy. Like, you guys are just going to ignore the fact that Montrezl Harrell single-handedly brought down the Clippers' locker room. Are we going to ignore that? This whole six-man thing, he just took it way too far. He actually thought he was better than PG. He actually thought he was better than Kawhi. That was part of the issue, chemistry and continuity. So is he going to be able to come into the Lakers locker room, Nick, and be that fifth, sixth option? I don't know. I don't know if he's that guy. I think he really believes he's the sixth man. He's going to try to do it again, and that could cause friction. So I don't want to ignore that. Yeah, they got better, but can they bring it all together from a chemistry and continuity standpoint is the biggest question.
I would be more concerned about that, Brandon, if he were traded to the Lakers as opposed to choosing to go there, knowing LeBron and Anthony Davis are already on the team and knowing where he's going to be in the hierarchy. And Broussard, I think Wilds brings up a really interesting point, which is the teams in the West that got better are not contenders. And the actual contenders, I call the Clippers a push. You lose Montrez, but you trade out Shamet for Kennard, but you bring back Marcus and Morris and you bring in Ibaka. Call that a push. The Nuggets lost Jeremy Grant. Now, I don't know why Jeremy Grant wants $60 million from Detroit instead of $60 million from Denver, but he did. That is a major loss for them. The Warriors, unfortunately, because of Clay, they stay in the non-contender category. Yeah, I think the Blazers got better. They're not contenders. And so the only cream of the crop Western Conference team that had a good offseason is the team that could have run it back and probably won the title anyway. So I think the Lakers are massive favorites in the West and significant favorites over whoever comes out of the East, barring if Harden goes to the Nets, which I don't think he will, we can reevaluate, but as presently constituted.
Well, let me first address Brandon's question about Montrezl Harrell with the Lakers. The problem with the Clippers was they had no leadership. As great as Kawhi Leonard is and Paul George, they are not leaders. Okay, that's one thing they're looking for still. Montrez in the Lakers locker room with LeBron as the leader, he's not going to cause a problem. I don't think that'll be any issue whatsoever. Now, to Nick's point, you're right. I mean, I think the Nuggets will be fine. Yeah, I would have liked to kept Jeremy Grant, but I think maybe they want to make more room for Michael Porter Jr., who obviously isn't the defender, but he's a very good offensive player.
Yeah, that's good.
The only team that had a comparable offseason and maybe better than the Lakers was the Philadelphia 76ers. And they're over in the East.
True.
And the question with them is, are their two leaders, Embiid and Simmons, mature enough? Mature, whatever you want to say, Nick. Yeah. Are they mature enough to lead a team to the finals? That is the biggest question.
And the Bucks had a good one, too.
They cannot.
And the Bucks adding Holiday is a good move for them as well. But again, they're fighting in the East.
Pretty good.
They're fighting in the East.
Yeah,
and so it's just like out West. I don't know who's going to have the honor of finishing second out West. I guess we don't even know who the second best team in the West is right now.
I'd say the Clippers are the second best.
Spot.
Clippers are still.
The Clippers, man.
Right.
The Clippers.
Nick wants to scrap the season, just give the title to the Lakers. Back to our top story now. Two of the top teams in the NFC playing some football last night. Rams walked away on top. Are they now serious Super Bowl contenders in the NFC? That's next. Broussard, thank you so much.
Yep.